everyone. With your CIG TV news update, I'm Donna Bush. It's Right to Know Week in the Cayman Islands, and officials and staff of the Information Commissioner's office have planned another week filled with activities, and it's all in an effort to inform and educate the public about their rights. Acting Information Commissioner Mr. Jan Liebaers explains.
Government has a lot of information. It has information about you as an individual, and it has information about all the various activities, all the various things that it does. And so you can really, first of all, request to see your own personal information. That's one of the things in the FOI law. And so whether it's an immigration file, whether it's a health file, whether if you're an employee of government, a personnel file, those sort of records typically are open to you. And so that's for instance why Immigration Department is the department that has the most requests. Actually, they had something like 150 requests last year, and that's mostly people that want to see their own information. They want to know what's on their file. So that's the first type of request, really. And the second thing is really just as I said, relating to the general activities of government. So if you're interested in knowing what certain reports say, or what government is doing in certain areas, how much certain things cost, like travel, for instance, has been a very big topic, then that's a topic that you can ask information about. And why it's important is, of course, because, well, the Cayman Islands is a democracy, and the government is really the government of the people. And so the information of the government is also, to a certain degree, the people's information. Now, there are, of course, issues with that. We can't just release everything. When I say we, I mean government can't release everything. And so the FOI law really provides for a balance between what can be released and what cannot be released. What it does, however, is that it right off the bat gives it grants a general right of access. So the default really is openness. The default is no longer closed, secrecy. It used to be that if you wanted certain government information, you needed to have a good reason why. Now it's the other way around. If government wants to keep things closed, then government has to have a good reason under the law to keep it closed. And so that balance, I think, has really shifted a little bit. So the assumption is openness. There is no fee for making a request. There's no fee for seeking an internal review or an appeal. So there's nothing like that. And in fact, in 99.9% of cases, that's not a scientific figure, but you know what I mean. In most cases, there is no fee charged whatsoever. However, if there is a cost to the public authority for, say, reproducing documents or converting documents, say, from paper to electronic or things like that, then there is a schedule of fees that can apply.
Well, Right to Know Day is observed around the world on September the 28th. Well, earlier this week, we told you about the Chevening scholarship that is open to students who want to continue postgraduate studies. Visiting International Liaison Officer Jocelyn Smith explains more about the scholarship, who's eligible, and what the benefits are.
Chevening scholarships are the UK government-funded scholarships. They are intended for future leaders, opinion makers and decision formers in over 160 countries and territories. We were established in 1983. Eligibility criteria of a Chevening scholar is that they must have reached a 2-1 degree, equivalent to a UK 2-1 degree. They must have had 2 years work experience. They must be from a Chevening eligible country. And they must intend to return home for 2 years following the master's degree.
And the deadline to apply for the Chevening scholarship is November the 15th. Meantime, former UCCI graduate Tracy Ebanks will take to the international stage soon. Miss Ebanks will be transforming her UCCI master's degree thesis into an international discussion piece. The characteristics of successful Caymanian entrepreneurs will be heard and considered by intellectuals across the region at the 2015 Business and Management Conference being held in Montego Bay, Jamaica. The lecture is scheduled to take place in January, again when Ms. Ebanks will present her work titled A Study on the Characteristics of Successful Local Entrepreneurs in the Cayman Islands. According to a release from the University College of the Cayman Islands, Ms. Ebanks is one of several UCCI graduate degree holders who have had their thesis published in the ProQuest Global Online Database for dissertations and theses. Their research become available to other researchers around the world. Well, if you missed today's CIG TV news update, you can get all the details on our Facebook and YouTube pages, and we invite you to tune into Radio Cayman's For the Record show. That's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7:30 in the morning, and Talk Today show weekdays at 12:15. As always, I'm Donna Bush, thanking you for joining us, wishing you a wonderful evening, and inviting you back here again with us tomorrow evening. Until then, bye-bye for now.